Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to another beautiful morning here in Balyspring. And again, the sun is shining through the trees and it's looking amazing. So, during the night I have been looking for a bucket for our front loader for the Massey Ferguson, and I actually found an original one. So that was made for Massey Fergusons, and it's not as expensive as I was expecting it to be. It's around 600 pounds, 700, I'm not sure, but in that region. This looks like it has set correctly. Of course I can't lift it up, but if I pull on the hitch, nothing happens. So yeah, I think that's probably good. And I have also found a plow. Again, it's not a big plow or anything like that, but it's a plow. I think it's 1 meter width, and it is in our price range. It is in our... Cool. The garden is really producing. So it's in our price range. It is in our power range. So everything good. Okay. As usual, I'm going to load the garden goods first and take them to the sell point. And while I was looking for the bucket and for the plow, I did stumble across something. I'm not gonna say what exactly yet, in case I don't succeed at achieving the deals I want, but yeah, I have found something that really piqued my interest, if I can say it like that. It has something to do with high trust society. That's all I'm gonna say at the moment. I do have a meeting arranged with MOT center. I think it's MOT or DOT, I'm not sure what it's called. So the garage, the service where we register our vehicles. I have a meeting scheduled there this afternoon, and I really hope I can come to an arrangement. Alright, I will keep the Massey running so it warms up a bit. I mean, I never get tired of mornings like this. Just look at the sun, look at the mist. And it's not even so cold, it's about 17 degrees. And if you remember what this yard used to look like, it really is an adventure walking down the lane. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that thing I'm not supposed to talk about. I mean, I can, but I don't wanna. I'm really excited, because if this turns out to be true, or if I can make all the arrangements come true, then we are going to be looking quite a lot better financial wise than we are at the moment. But on the other hand, the thing I have in mind will require quite a hefty investment of money that I don't have at the moment, so I am going to have to take a loan if everything comes to fruition. But I still think it will be worth it. I still think it will be very worth of taking the loan to do the thing. Let's call it the thing for now. Okay, turn the engine off because I pay for running hours on that tractor and I want to save as much money as possible. I don't want to flip the pallet over and empty it on myself. Okay, I seem to be having some weight trouble, which is exactly the moment I was preparing for in the previous episode when I was making that weight from the barrel. And this is... now is the time to test it. I think the cement has cured and the concrete is all set. If not, there's gonna be tears and cries and whatnot. Okay, everything looks good now. Let me lift it up. Oh yeah, that is a weight. That is a weight indeed, and everything seems to be in place, nothing is moving. Well, I would say I'm quite a craftsman with this DIY project. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to put strawberries in one place. Flipped it. Okay, I will be back when the trailer is loaded. Before I go on the road, I do want to say that I'm pretty proud of my loading skills. I did have to shuffle some pallets around because it's so hard to see with the Massey Ferguson, but let me show you what I mean. Very neat. And I have so many strawberries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pallets of strawberries, 3 pallets of tomatoes, and 2 pallets of lettuce. And also a bit of eggs, and this is all going on the road. So I will see you at the pub where we will count the money we get. Okay, I have restarted recording because look at this drive. With the trees turning brown, with sun shining through. This really is such a beautiful country. I can't stress enough how much I love living here. The place where I moved from, it's not too bad, but this is a whole nother thing. And maybe the feelings are different because now I'm a landowner. I am making progress. I am driving my tractor. Well, it's a leased one, but it's becoming mine every day more so. And yeah, maybe it's the freedom from a job, the normal type of job, you know, sitting behind the desk somewhere. Maybe it's the freedom talking out of me, but this really feels so amazing. And I must say I am pretty lucky because most things are going my way. I don't have many setbacks, as you could say, so no devastating things happening, no nothing like that. Well, I hope I didn't jinx it now, but yeah. Okay, so I will be back when the trailer's unloaded. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but we got paid 4,433 pounds, which is the most we ever got paid. So I don't know what's happening because the garden has been growing the same for the last couple of months, but the amount produced is keep getting bigger, keeps growing. Okay, I'm gonna get myself a cup of coffee and I will be back when I'm returning to the farm, probably. Alright, back at the farm. Nothing too eventful happened in between, so yeah, all good in the hood. As I was talking about the plow and the bucket, I got them both. I haven't picked them up yet. I will take you on the journey with me to go and fetch those two things, but yeah, I got them for, well, a decent amount of money. They're not new and they're not as cheap as I wanted them to be, but it's still, I still think it's worth it. So I'm going to take our Massey Ferguson. I do have to drop the rear weight now because I am going to bring both of those things back in one drive, because they are sorta in the same direction. And I think I'm gonna put the weight over here. Cool. I'm so happy I made that weight. That's gonna give us a lot of options now, because previously the Massey was struggling if there was anything a bit heavier to lift, and now it should be good. Okay, I will take off the pallet fork. And I think I'm ready for the road. So the plow is actually in our county. It's not too far, and the bucket is in another neighboring county, so I will have to drive there and pick it up. So it is gonna be a bit of a trip, but I think I'll manage. There shouldn't be anything too difficult to do. Let me put on the lights because the lighting is a bit dim and I don't want to have an accident on the road. Since I don't think I have, no, I don't have a beacon on this tractor. Alright, so I'm coming up to the farm that has the bucket. So they said it's going to be an original one for Massey Fergusons of this era, and it looks like they do have some old equipment over here. And I think there's the bucket. Alright. So, before I hook it up, let me just talk to the owner and pay him the agreed amount. After some tough negotiations, because this is not the original bucket for Massey Ferguson, and it was listed for 950 pounds, but I made a deal because I came all this way, and actually the product being sold is not the one being advertised. I did manage to bump the price down quite a lot, so I paid, or will pay, 680 pounds for this bucket. So give me a second so I can make the payment. Okay, 680 pounds sent away. And now let's hook it up and we go back on the road. Okay, it hooks up. Okay. I did check it, you know, and nothing seemed to be rusted. The hooks are looking good. The bucket is looking good. It even has the middle support so it doesn't bend. And it has a rope attachment. Okay, good. Yeah. Next up, getting the plow. Alright, I'm already back at my county. I must say I am a bit disappointed because I was hoping to get the original Massey Ferguson bucket, you know, just to keep the looks, but if they didn't have it, they didn't have it, and I need it. So yeah, and the price we agreed on was good, so no, nothing too bad. Okay. Oh yeah, it is a big hill, a steep incline. Yeah, so nothing too major to report, but when I repaint the Massey Ferguson, as you can see the paint is chipping off, I will also repaint the bucket, just so I can have it in unison color, all in Massey Ferguson red. And the plow should be over here. Okay, there's a tractor over there, so that's a good sign. Let me honk a bit to get the owner out. Okay, engine off. Alright. And another deal done. This plow was a bit more expensive than the bucket was, but well, these things are expensive. And it's stored over here. I did take a look at... No, I don't want to break anything. So I was saying I did take a look at it, and it looks in mint condition for its age. So let me hook it up and lift. Alright, we're good to go. I just need to send 900 pounds to the owner, the previous owner, now. And 900 pounds paid. And I'm already on the way back to the farm. And arrived at the farm. So yeah, the first thing I want to do is give the chicken some grain, some barley, because they are running very low. Let me see if I can get it straight into the bucket like this. Oh no. Missed by a mile. What about now? No, still missed. Okay, this should be good. And the bucket is full. Let me just look at it for a second. Yeah, I can already see it's full. Alright. Any chicken want a snack? Did they take it? They did not. Okay, the chicken trough has been filled. Now let's take another bucket of barley and start making seed. This is why we brought the concrete mixer that we used for the barrel weight previously. Yeah, I'm not gonna plow with this tractor because it does take around 50 horsepower. The plow, I mean, it's quite a deep one. And this tractor, when it was new, had only 38, so not gonna happen. Okay. Let me see if I can fill it up like this. Okay, it spills some. Yeah, of course I spilled some, but there is some inside. Here, now I need to put in cleaning fluid. Give me a second, a minute or two. Okay, so the concrete mixer or the seed maker only takes 300 and some liters, and I need to put this in, and I think I can start it. All right, something is happening. This is such a genius solution, you know. If you're a small farmer and you have grain on your own and you don't really wanna be paying for all the seed, you can make it in this thing. This really is awesome. I wonder how long it takes until it's done. I think I'm going to have to read a bit on this topic, how long it takes. Alright, and I believe that is done. Let me see if I can empty it out in the bucket. Okay, I can. I don't want to be spilling it. Alright, and we have 300 and some liters of seed. Let me just see how this looks. Yeah, it looks like barley, but it's more orange. It's probably because it's been prepped. All right. So I have to put the seed in the garden. But first let me check how much do we actually have in here. Okay, we have 619 liters. This garden really is using It's not using a lot of seed, which is good. It's easy to keep on top of things. I think I can put it over here and we're done. And 939. Great. So I will do, I think I will do one more load, or 1.5 until I use all the grain I took out of the silo. I just dumped it over here for the time being. Okay. I think this will be okay. And of course I dropped it over the mixer. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? This is gonna take some finesse. Okay, this round it went in. Let's give it a little bit more. Okay, I do need to clear these bushes over here. They didn't bother me before, but they are bothering me now, so they have to go. Alright. And again, let's activate it. Turn the engine off. Doesn't need to be running. How fun. So this one is not as full as the previous one was, so it will be done earlier, I believe. Sooner, quicker. And it's already done. Let me. Alright, I can keep the mixer running. Sure, why not? Okay, so my goal of being self-sustainable is slowly coming to fruition. We have a baler now, we have a combine that sort of works. We have the seed maker. We have cows that are giving us milk. We have a garden. What we do still need is a seeder, so we can reseed the field when we are done cultivating it and whatnot. And then not much is going to be left for us to do to achieve self-sustainability. We are getting closer to that goal. It's really hard to see, so I went to the drone view. Okay. Got stuck. it's all filled up, put the bucket underneath. And I think I spilled all the seed on the ground. Yeah. Okay, so I am not very proficient with this machine. Is this all? Yeah, that's all. Okay, I can go and deactivate the machine now. And I can put this somewhere under cover. Somewhere behind here. And look at that premium seed. Homegrown, all natural. Bio. Now let me think, will I need the bucket for anything, or should I unhook it over here? Yeah, I think I can put it here right next to the garden, for now at least, until I find another place that's better for it. Let me close the garden. I don't want any rabbits or wild animals feeding on my beautiful garden. And now the last thing I want to do today, farm-wise, is plow the patches that I fixed in the previous episode. Let me take the plow down here. The Massey can go rest inside the shed over here, because I will be loading goods. Let me close the gate, the doors, gates. Not sure. So this is not gonna be a long plowing session. I'm just gonna take a little bit of time to replow all the land that I dug out in the previous episode with the front end of the Massey Ferguson with the front loader. This tractor really isn't made for reversing, eh? So another thing, this is a non-reversible plow, which effectively means that you need to reverse with your vehicle. You can't just go up and down, but you need to go from sides to the center or something like that. And this is how it was usually done. Okay, and it's working. Yeah, it seems to be working good. Let me put a few ranges down. Oh, not that much. Yeah, so this plow is not the biggest. As you can see, it has 3 furrows. And I do believe I'm doing it the wrong way. Yes, I'm doing it the wrong way. Please be patient, I am still learning with this. So it should be like this, so that furrows are pointed towards where the soil needs to be turned to. Yeah, this is it. This is the right orientation now. Because if you look closely, the soil gets thrown to the left, and there is a bit of a pile on the left. So if I would plow the way I started, I would be just making bigger and bigger pile, and that is not ideal. On the other hand, the last furrow, so the furthest one from the tractor, is leaving a gash in the field, which is then filled with the first furrow. If you understand what I'm trying to communicate. Yeah, this is working nicely. So one patch almost done. And I think that the best guide for me to take is to have one tire, so the right tire, in the furrow that was made in the previous run. I think that is the optimal width for plowing with this plow. As you can see, my right tire is in the furrow, and the left blade of the plow is just plowing next to that existing furrow. So yeah, so many furrow words. You have been warned. Yeah, awesome. This was sort of a guided steering back in the day, when you made a straight line and then the tractor followed it automatically because the tires were in the furrow, and it helped steer the tractor. Okay, this one done. The next one I'm gonna do in time lapse, and see you at the end. Okay, so I think this is the last, or maybe second to last furrow. Second to last run. Yeah, I'm gonna make another one just in case. I don't want to have any hard soil or rocks laying here when I go over with the disc harrow. And done. So yeah, it is a finicky plow. Finicky may not be the right expression, but it does take a lot of concentration because you have to follow the plow, and this tractor is, I think, too wide for this plow. It's probably made for, well, it's definitely made for something a bit narrower, a bit smaller, but hey. Right now I'm not at the position to be a chooser, not yet. Even though I must point your attention to our bank account, because it is growing. We started with 3,000 and something this morning, and we bought 2 new pieces of equipment, quote unquote new, and we are still left with 5,290 pounds, which is looking a lot healthier compared to what we had a couple episodes ago. So yeah, I am very happy about this. Maybe we'll even have enough money to repair our Land Rover sitting there in the barn. That would be premium. I really am looking forward to using that car, and then I can sell the Jeep that I have in the garage All right. Yeah, this tractor doesn't like reversing. On the other hand, I do want to get in the shed nose first because it's easier to get out. It's a bit more difficult to get out on this side because you have the console with all the switches and levers. And we are almost at 8 hours of use on this tractor. This really was a good purchase and it is proving to be a very handy tractor. Okay, so for the last thing today, I am going to take the Jeep. Let me take the trailer off. I am going to take the Jeep and go to a meeting that I have with the gas station owner, and I need to make a stop at the bank. But for what? You will have to wait to the next episode because I don't wanna pump you up and not have anything to show. I do wanna have results first, and then I wanna show you what I've been up to, what I've been researching, and what is going to happen with our farm. So, yeah. I would like to thank you for watching. I wish everything good for you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.